we doing 3, 2, 1, go?
It's up to you if you want, man. You know.
Okay, so like 3, 2, 1, then we go on one, or we go 1, 2, 3, and we go on three.
No, you go on the go. That's
So we're
what the
doing
go
3,
is
2, 1.
for.
So we're doing 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, and then
So then we
we
go
hit
on
that
go.
intro.
So we don't go. We go 3, 2, 1, go. We go on go though. We don't go on one, right?
No, it's a countdown to
Okay.
yeah.
Oh,
When they count down Happy New Year, they don't do it at the one. They do it right after the one. It's kind of like that.
I'm always shit faced. I can't remember that. Okay, so we'll do 3, 2, 1, go, and then we'll start the
Yeah.
podcast. Okay. Okay.
Yes. Hit that intro.
All right. So 3, 2, 1, and then we go on go, right?
And say
Okay.
go, and then right there.
Okay. Go and then right. Okay. So we'll do it
Mhm.
again. 3, 2, 1, go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Guns in Radio podcast. And now, give it up for your hosts, Chris Caputo and Dustin Bonez.
I was gonna say, for once in the history of Guns and Radio, that actually worked out pretty well.
Welcome to the
It's
show.
pretty good, man. This is episode 151 of the Guns and Radio podcast. We're moving along, man. We're moving along to like the rest of the season here. We're moving on to episode 200. We got a lot more milestones to go. Speaking of milestones, if you guys missed our last episode 150, we did a big live sort of extravaganza for that. Definitely check that out in the archives. Because a lot of people are saying it's one of our best episodes yet. And even though maybe it was like a 2.5 hour episode, people said, oh, it flew by pretty quickly. I don't even know if that was 2.5 hours.
Yeah, dude, we did open lines, so like we just put the link out there, and everybody that was there, like we booked Jeff and we booked Matt Manzella,
Yeah.
and then everybody else that wanted to come in came in and did it with us, and then everybody, almost everybody, Matt had to go, but everybody else stuck around, and we went ahead and got Shotcast out of the way.
Yeah, that was fun. I was gonna say check out Shotcast if you missed that. Our biggest Shotcast ever, I'd say.
Yeah, 5 people. I can't believe it like flowed so well. Like nobody was talking over each other, and
No, not at all, man. I'm surprising because like a couple of times we had like 4 people on here and it didn't work out as well, but like we had 6 or 7 on at once.
yeah,
And I was like, yeah, no big deal.
yeah. We have had less people that didn't work out as well on here, so
Yeah.
that was really good. It was a good show.
Mhm.
I enjoyed everybody on and just this. We didn't really see. I thought we was gonna do like maybe have a couple of bits in, but
Mhm.
we didn't really have that many bits. It was just open line, like free
And I
discussion.
think we randomly did a music video watch along in the middle of it just because we're like, fuck it. It was like a
Yeah, we
5-minute
did.
little thing.
Yeah, but the whole episode just being completely free. Talk about anything you want
Mhm.
with our friends that we've made along the way while doing this show. That was really cool to me. It was a nice, fun change of pace for the show because I don't think we've ever done anything like that before.
Yeah, definitely. And seems that a lot of people liked it. So definitely go ahead and check that out in the archives. But we're rolling along, still making some damn good content here. We're gonna be reviewing some Izzy Stradlin later on in the show, but we got some things to take care of. We got a little bit of bits, other things to keep you
Yeah,
satisfied, keep you waiting for a little bit.
yeah, we got some things to talk about. First off, at the time this airs, would be what, the 14th. So yeah, tomorrow.
Mhm.
Want you guys to give some shout out, give some love to our friends over at the Old 77 podcast. They are a podcast of dudes that come from right here in Jefferson City, where I'm from. And um, let me tell you the story real quick. So I
All right.
was at McDonald's the other day, and I saw a sticker on the window that, obviously management had tried to tear off, but they couldn't get it.
Yeah.
And so immediately I'm like, yeah, that's cool. And it was for the show, the Old 77 podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, they basically, it's these guys from Jeff City. They just kind of hang out and talk about what they want. And so I went to them, told them about us, and I was like, dude, I'm from Jeff City. I do a podcast here. We do Guns and Radio. Maybe we could, get together sometime and collab. So that was last week. So I'm going up tomorrow. At the time we're recording this, I'll be on there. Well, tomorrow either way, because by the time this airs, it'll be tomorrow that their episode will air. And I believe tomorrow. What's today? Wednesday?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, tomorrow, because yesterday they dropped a new episode, and it'll be episode 95 of their show that I'll be on, and it's going to be the first time I cast since the old Dustin Bertram show back in 2010. So that'll be really cool to get out of here for a little while. Sit in a room with a bunch of dudes and drink some beer, shoot the shit. I don't have no clue what we're going to talk about whatsoever. But I've enjoyed the show. They gave us a shout out on their last episode, so we appreciate that. And definitely go check them out. It's a hilarious show. Really, it feels like you're hanging out with your buds and just talking about random shit. So I'm looking forward to it. Tomorrow, the Old 77 podcast. We'll even throw a link in the description.
Hell yeah. We'll definitely check that out, guys. We're branching out slowly but surely everywhere else. Till one we're gonna be a fucking joy experience.
Well,
and then we get accused of some shit. And then there goes my career. I'm officially retiring with $5 in my bank account. It's all right.
Hey, more than me. Look, bro, I know you got more money than me. Why you gotta be a dick about it, okay? Over here rubbing all your riches in my face.
It's $5 Canadian. That's like probably $8 American.
Which is worth more? I don't know.
Yours is worth more. If we're to do the conversion right now, as of this recording, shit could change. One can actually one Canadian is 78 cents US. So if we do $5 Canadian.
So $1 Canadian is worth 78 cents. So which one's worth more then? Is it the Canadian dollar worth more?
Yeah, because if I give $5, they give me $5 what it's worth in US dollars. It's only what? It's only $4.
So if you give me $5, okay. So if I give you $5, we'll say 75 just to make it simple.
Yeah.
Then, okay. So we've got 4. That's 5. I mean, minus $1.25. So $3.75.
Yeah.
It's worth $3.75. Okay.
So yeah, I said about $3.80 or $3.75 around there. So.
Okay. Hang on, I'm getting a phone call. Let me. It's a buddy of mine. It's an old buddy of mine.
Live interruptions here on Guns and Radio, ladies and gents.
Yeah, it happens sometime. I don't want him to think I'm just ignoring him though, because it's one of my good friends. Let's see, taping a podcast.
Take the phone call.
I'll send him a link.
Oh my god. You want to talk to me? Come join the recording. Watch, we're going to interrogate some motherfucker. I don't care.
He's been on, well, he hasn't been on Guns and Radio proper before. He was on the New Year's special. I guess it's not even a New Year's special because I just went live on Facebook. And then Jeff and Wooly and CC and a bunch of other people got on here because I originally had New Year's plans and I went to the bar was going to ring in the new year, and then I got bored with it, with being there, and I left. And so I got bored with being at the bar, and headed out early, and I came home, and dude, I swear, I shit you not, no sooner I was still at the bar, no sooner than I sat my ass in the driver's seat and cranked the car, Jeff texted me, and he was like, "Hey, let's do something on Facebook Live for New Year's," and I was like, "You know what? Fuck it, might as well."
Yeah.
So
then I saw you sent me the link, but
so that's how
yeah. Oh. Seems like we're having connection issues here, but to continue on that, I was saying how I know, Dustin, you sent me the link to that. I was very heavily intoxicated up north with some friends, and I was like, do I join in on this or no? So
all right, I'm back on.
Okay, there
my
we
internet
go.
is being a dick today.
Yeah, fuck you, internet. Get your shit together, Alcor.
I know, right?
Yeah, god damn it.
I'm surprised somebody ain't blamed Joe Biden for the.
Yeah, let's go, Brandon.
I don't understand that shit. Like, you stupid libs, the president doesn't control the gas prices.
Yeah. I mean, trust me, gas prices
That's what they're
even
saying.
here, like in Canada, are fucking outrageous. So, why does he control my gas prices?
A Democrat was in office. Now all of a sudden, the controls the gas.
Yeah, okay. Because
I'll tell you, man, you don't like Joe Biden. I'll tell you what to do about it. Next election, don't put Trump up against him. How you fix that? Give us somebody else to vote for.
Exactly.
I know for the Republican Party, this is going to be a hot take.
Mm-hmm.
And it may not be something they're comfortable doing, but let's try putting somebody in there that's not a racist or a rapist or a baby eater or a cannibal or a fucking Nazi. Let's try that this once, and I bet you they'll have a chance. So. Can you hear me? Am I?
Yeah, no, I can hear you. I was actually like interested in what you had to say. I'm like,
well, that's a nice change, babe.
Yeah. Shall we get into some of the bits? Let's get into some fucking on this day in rock and roll and music history.
You're like, do something, bud. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Do something. Oh, I don't have the we got to go back in the history thing.
All right. Can we just mine
I knew I was forgetting something. Oh, well.
Unless
get your hand off my penis!
Yes. Get your hand off my penis because it is time to go back in time. You should use that clip for when we bring back like the love connection or whatever, the dating and relationship advice. My girlfriend's crazy. She won't stop doing things. Get your hand off my penis.
Girls only want one thing, fellas.
Yeah. And it's season 3 of Euphoria on HBO Max.
I have no clue what's up with my connection today.
I was gonna say, you're hearing me though.
Yeah, I'm hearing you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm still hearing. Yeah, I'm hearing you too. I was like, okay. No, we're good. I don't know. Maybe it's on your end because it keeps going from like 1 to 2 bars here. Because I'm seeing here. I don't know.
Mine's going from 1 to 9. So.
Oh damn.
Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch. Well, it's very apropos because we've got ourselves now in a snafu, as they would say.
Oh yeah.
Snafu.
Hang on, I'm going to try something before we get started. Talk amongst yourselves. Tell us a story, Caputo, because I'm going to try something real quick.
Yeah, and I'll kick up on this day in rock and roll history here. Let me see. We're starting 1955. So this is for March 14th. Was the day this will air. March 14th, 1955. Singer Jimmy Dean interviews Elvis Presley on his Washington, D.C. television show on WMAL TV. The interview did not go well, with Presley giving mostly one-word answers to Dean's questions. Dean later remembered the interview as possibly the worst I've ever done. No shit. And during his Vegas years, Presley himself would apologize for his brevity, saying he was simply scared of the camera. So basically, Elvis Presley.
So wait,
ladies and
Elvis was
gentlemen,
camera shy?
yeah, he was given one-word answers, and this basically proves that he invented the term of dry texting. You know, he did dry texting shit, but it like IRL. Like when someone says K and like one-word answers, motherfucker was doing that in real
Yeah.
life. So Elvis Presley was the king of rock and roll and the king of being a dry texting son of a bitch. Trying to show you I don't give a fuck. Son of a bitch.
Man, that's kind of hard to imagine. There we go. Get us a headline.
All right. We put in a few joke ones there.
I love how it doesn't change though.
Mhm.
Oh, that's fine. So I'm gonna put here. But yeah, man, it's hard to think about Elvis having stage fright.
Yeah. I mean, maybe. Well, just like the quote here says that he was. Maybe that was one of his first like interviews. It was 1955. So that I don't know.
When did he
Yeah.
start being famous? You
It was in
got to
like
remember.
the 60s. He got really big. It was like, or more later in the 50s. Is maybe like the late 50s, not more so the mid 50s.
Oh man, that's wild to think about. Because you got to remember, in
Yeah.
my time, Elvis was always a thing.
In your time, as I say, you're not that. I mean, in the southern states you grew up in, yeah, Elvis was still definitely a thing. Much more so after his passing.
Well, I mean, what else did we really have besides damn Elvis?
That's true. That is very true, actually. I mean, besides that, just becoming
Let's
a drug
see.
addict. I mean,
Yeah, but that was later on, and I mean, you know,
yeah,
it's not really fair.
Yeah.
But let's see. In 1958, Perry Como's "Catch a Falling Star" becomes the first recipient of a gold record awarded by the Recording Industry Association of America. The achievement represented the sale of 1 million discs. The first known gold record was presented as a one-time award to the Glenn Miller Orchestra in 1942 for Chattanooga Choo Choo.
Ooh.
It's weird how time works and those shits just vanish like off the face of the earth.
Yeah.
Because I have never, ever heard that song before.
A lot of these songs, were like, I guess, just a timepiece for their era. Like, you listen to this shit now, you're like, what the fuck were these people smoking when they made this stuff?
I've never heard of, first off, I've never heard Catch a Falling Star. And I've never heard Chattanooga Choo Choo either.
Chattanooga Choo Choo. Sounds like a friggin', oh gosh, sounds like a jock jams for like the high school football team or something.
Chattanooga Choo Choo.
Hey, da 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 da.
Oh man. All right, what's next?
We'll move a year later to 1959. More Elvis talk, because Elvis Presley led the Billboard Hot 200 chart with "For LP Fans Only." It was the first ever issued without the artist's name to be found anywhere on the cover, front or back, which is fucking crazy. Elvis was that big. You have to put his name on anything, and it would fucking sell like hotcakes.
Damn right. It's
I feel
Elvis,
like,
baby.
yeah, this Elvis. I feel like Prince tried to do that one time with the Black album, where it's literally just going to be just a cover of Black and like nothing. But then, like,
Dude,
I don't know, he decided to pull that album at the last minute.
Prince was so big, he didn't even he got rid of his name altogether.
Yeah, he turned himself into a symbol because fuck the record label.
Yeah. Don't blame him.
Neither do I, man. And now, guess what? He fucking fought. He owned his masters and everything. Now is whatever his estate, whoever runs the estate now owns that shit. So,
Some fucking 12-year-old.
I don't know. It's like his half sister and a bunch of other randoms. Because there's a whole thing like he never left a will, and
Really?
it was basically open to like anyone who may have had any fucking sort of relation to Prince. And then like all these people are like, yeah, I'm like his like 74th half brother or something. But you have to provide like a DNA sample and a bit. So obviously all the bullshit.
Yeah. I call bullshit.
Lots of bullshit on
I don't
that
believe
it. You're a fucking lie. That's what you are.
Well, in 1963, let's see. Oh boy. Now, you ready to hear some true crime? Sit back. All right. We've talked about drugs and everything else that happens in this one. Get ready for this one. Jerry Marsden of Jerry and the Peacemakers is fined 60 pounds. That's the equivalent of probably like 20,000 American dollars for trying to evade British customs with a German-bought guitar.
Jesus. What is a guitar? What the fuck?
You a badass, bruh.
Yeah. Back in those days, that was like still like post World War II, so probably still like, yeah, fuck you, Germany, you cocksuckers.
Oh yeah, I didn't think of that, but you got a point.
Yeah, that was like still baby boomer era right there, like up until the mid to late 60s.
Yeah.
It was fucking that was boomer season right there. So there was like that was like post World War II, everyone's, doing the deeds and fucking that's how we probably got half the fucking population we have right now.
Yeah. Well, Gen Xers were starting to get born about this time, weren't they?
Well, it's probably right after the baby boom. They're more, I think, after the boomer.
That's the boomers'
or
kids.
whatever, fucking yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
What's next?
Okay. 1964. Let's see. There's one in 64. Yeah, we're gonna do 1964 here. Billboard magazine reports that Beatle records have claimed 60% of the U.S. singles market, and that the album "Meet the Beatles" had reached a record 3.5 million copies sold.
Oh wow! I'll never understand. I don't really understand the Beatles all that much, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, their time, it was like definitely, game-changing, game-breaking, but like now it's just more of a legacy act thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's like white British dudes who are like, oh yeah, we kind of did rock and roll, I know. After
in 1970, the Supremes enjoy their first hit without Diana Ross when Up the Ladder to the Roof enters the Hot 100, where it will peak at number 10.
Nice.
Again, I never heard that song.
No.
Oh, I've heard of Carole King, though.
Carole. Oh.
Yeah, she just went into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I think, this last year.
Nice, yeah.
And in 72, her song Tapestry. Actually, I'm sorry, her LP titled Tapestry is named the Album of the Year at the 14th Grammy Awards. It had been 1971's best-selling record.
Nice. Very nice.
That's pretty cool.
Hell yeah. Now, let's move out of the 70s. 1981, Eric Clapton is admitted to United Hospital in St. Paul, Minnesota, after a serious attack of bleeding ulcers. And because of this, he's forced to cancel a 60-day tour of the U.S., which, bummer, but I guess he made it up eventually. So.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh.
Hey,
What's up, Wooly?
what's up, my man? Driving home, so I'm trying to be careful, you know.
Yeah, well, you should be careful.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Like I'm hearing you, I'm just kind of looking straight ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my good friend Wooly, or Nathan Lee, whatever you want to call him, to the show.
My camera sucks because I've got something on it. I don't know. I can't clean that off right now.
Yeah, just give it the old wiper.
I think that made it a little worse.
Give it the old spit, and
I'm not gonna do that. Sorry, I'm not spitting on a $1,500 cell phone.
He'll drop it in the toilet, though.
Yeah,
Some people do worse their cell phones.
Hey, there we go. Got it. A little better.
Whatever. Well, it's just a booger. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little bit of sorry.
Did you see my new TikTok video where I did the where I was digging in my nose? Cool.
Yeah, I saw that. Go follow Wooly on TikTok. What's your TikTok handle?
At Chris Wooly 3, like Chris Wooly and the number 3.
Shout out! So, what you got going on today?
Nothing. Trying to get home, man. That's all. Been working since 7 something this morning.
Yeah.
I just went and I bought some gas. My left arm's a little shorter. I had to give him some of that.
How's your asshole feeling?
Oh man, that's like at least they used a rubber.
Oh man, what's that like in Canada, Chris? Are you guys getting these fucking bullshit gas prices like we're getting?
Oh, we are too, man. We're all getting screwed here with fucking gas prices, and we have like a huge reserve. I know you guys have a nice fucking reserve of oil and stuff. We do too, but we're not using it for some reason.
Yeah, should have got them electric cars, man. Should have gotten one of them electric cars.
Should have got them hybrids 10 years ago.
Yeah, dude, if I could afford an electric car right now, I would so buy one, but they're all stupid expensive.
Yeah, definitely.
They're like 3 years salary, man. That ain't happening anytime.
I wanted to get one of those Tesla trucks. The truck that Tesla came out with, I kind of liked it, but my wife was like, "You're not bringing that ugly ass thing to my house." Well,
no Cybertruck for you.
I just thought it looked cool. I mean, I didn't realize it was an electric vehicle until I saw that it was Tesla. Well, I mean, I just saw the truck and I was like, "Man, that's a badass looking truck." And then saw Tesla and I was like, "That's electric."
Nice.
Yeah, you can't do the things we do out in the country in an electric truck. Sorry.
I don't know. I've not heard anything about them. You might can.
Yeah, you might be able to. I don't know. It might pull a horse trailer.
I don't know. How many? Oh yeah, you do have horses. I forgot about that.
My neighbor does, man. I don't. All I got is chickens.
Oh, then, bro. I mean, there you go, right there. I mean,
I own a bunch of chickens.
I just tell your neighbor when they ask to borrow your truck, man. All I got's this damn Tesla. It ain't gonna pull that horse. They don't know. Didn't your wife? What she used to raise? She used to raise animals.
She had cattle, man. Back years ago, she had some cattle. She had some goats. She had some other stuff. Nothing major, you know. She went to Mississippi State for animal dairy science.
Oh, okay.
I think she had to raise a couple of cows up for that, but not a whole lot of stuff.
Nice. Well, moving on here, Chris. Let me ask you something. Have you ever heard of the band of Huey Lewis and the News?
I have, yes.
Well, I'm sorry. There's 2 Chris's now.
I'll just be Wooly like always, you know.
All right. So Wooly and Caputo. Let me tell you something about Huey Lewis and the News. In 1987, on this day in 1987, they scored their 3rd #1 record in the U.S. Jacob Platter.
Ooh.
It was what?
Jacob's Ladder. It was the name of the record.
Yeah. Okay.
We get on all of these records and stuff from all these bands when we do this bit, and then there's so many I've never heard of. And we start to get in the 90s, and I'm like, oh yeah, that rings a bell.
Yeah, that's familiar.
That's funny. I was listening to a podcast this morning on the way to work. It's they were playing a game. Is it a TikTok handle or is it a band name? And some of the band names that I'll listen to it again and try to write them down. Some of the band names were wild, man, really were. But they mentioned like 3 bands that I remembered. One was Toad the Wet Sprocket. One was Hoobastank, and the other one was Chumbawamba. Of all the other bands, I'd never heard of them. But they were pretty wild.
Oh, that's funny. We played a game on here one time where I made Chris guess. I would name something, and Chris had to guess whether the thing I named was the name of a porn or a hot sauce.
Oh, that was a classic. That was a good one.
Porn or hot sauce. That was a good one. We got kicked off of. So what did we get kicked off for? Porn or hot sauce? The first
we got
time?
kicked off. We got banned off TikTok because we had to make a backup account, and then I think we ended up getting our original account back.
Yeah, we got banned for posting pornography because we used the word porn.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Now, granted, some of the names of the porn or some of the hot sauces, because I was being clever when I chose, like there was a Buttaholics, but that was a porn. Then there was what was one of the hot sauces that sounds like a porn? Anal Impact.
Yeah, Rectal Impact. I think it was.
Rectal Impact was a hot sauce.
I had something a sauce. I think it was something similar to that. It was like rectal damage or something. That God, where were we at? We were in Gatlinburg.
Oh, of course.
At one of the little shops in town, and I said, man, I got to try something that's got rectal damage. I just got to know. So yeah, it did what it said it'd do.
As advertised. Did you leave that on the Yelp review?
Yeah, no.
And they got me in Gatlinburg.
Lie about this yet.
Man, I'm gonna tell you the sorriest thing anybody ever did to me was in Gatlinburg. They were advertising this stupid hot sauce, and you know me, I love hot, spicy hot sauce.
Yeah.
Especially in the wintertime, because we were out there for Christmas a few years ago. And, you get out, you get that hot burning in your mouth, and you get to giggling and everything else. Then you go out, start breathing that cold air, and it just feels so good. It's the weirdest high in the world. Well, they got me because the sauce they gave me was Carolina Reaper.
Oh, yeah.
And all they did was put a little bit on a toothpick. And so I'm over there burning and sweating, and now I'm coughing, I'm hiccuping, I can't fucking talk. And then the lady has the balls to say, oh, yeah, we sell ice cream next door. And then I go
I went to that place.
Get over to the fucking ice cream place, and literally everybody I saw going out of the hot sauce was in line for ice cream. And I was like, oh, you fuckers. You fucking fuckers.
That's fucking smart business. That's working in synergy right there.
That's brilliant.
I can't remember if that was Dollywood or if that was Gatlinburg, but
that sounds like the 3-story shopping center thing they have there. I wouldn't call it a mall. It's a shopping center. Sounds like the little 3-story shopping center they got there in Gatlinburg. Because I think we went to that same hot sauce place, and there was an ice cream shop like across the hall from it. And,
yeah, I think it's the same people running it. I think the hot sauce is there to sell the damn
ice cream.
The ice cream.
There wasn't nobody buying that shit. They were just in there trying it. Nobody was buying anything. I swear, there was 60 people in there. We went and nobody bought a damn thing. Everybody was talking about, hey, we'll just look at it online. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I went in there just to kill time and got my taste buds burned off.
Well, Caputo, you want to do the next on this day in history? Let's see what happens.
This is a pretty big history. This happened literally 40 years ago to the day. Metallica makes their live debut. They appear at Radio City in Anaheim, California. They formed in late 81 when famous midget and Danish piece of shit Lars Ulrich placed an advertisement in the LA newspaper which read, "Drummer looking for other metal musicians to jam with." James Hetfield, some other guy answered the advertisement, and long before, 40 years on, that was fucking Metallica's live debut.
So today was the first Metallica.
The first Metallica show ever, yeah.
Huh. I wonder if they sued anybody that night.
With what money, please?
What'd you think about Metallica, Wooly?
I was a fan for a long time. Until they really became kind of, what the hell was? I'm sorry, something got my attention. I was a fan for a long time until they pretty much became a bunch of bitches,
Yeah, I was a fan from probably as long as I can remember to right at about, I'd say 2001. I think is about the time that I quit listening to Metallica. Out of protest.
That's about right. That's whenever they started pitching fits about Napster. Got Napster kicked off. Made it not a thing anymore.
Yeah, never did forgive them for it. I'll tell you what, I'll forgive them for it when they go to each fan they sued and give them their money back.
Yeah, well, Garth Brooks kind of had a thing about that too.
Oh, well, fuck him too then.
Well, he actually his thing was though he just didn't want his files shared, so he pulled them, and just never gave anyone the rights to share his shit, and he didn't sue anybody for it. They were like, whatever's out there is out there, but nothing more. And yeah, that's sort of respectable, but yeah, he just didn't want his stuff going out for free.
Well, that's different though than what Metallica did. They started suing people.
Yeah, they started suing people. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't get to start suing your fans and still have fans. I'm sorry.
Right.
Yeah.
I almost went to a Metallica concert. They were playing at a festival before COVID, and I almost went because all my buddies were going. But I told them I'm wearing a T-shirt with the Napster logo on the back of it. I'm going to stand right in front and turn my back to the stage through their whole
Hell
set.
yeah.
That's Lars
the way to get called out in front of everybody.
Yeah.
Wearing a T-shirt with the Napster logo on the back so they can see the Napster logo the whole time.
Yes.
I mean, only James would see it. Lars can't see shit 'cause he's like 4'11", so.
And then if he wants to call me out and kick me out, okay, fine. Be an asshole to me directly. Give me all the more reason to hate you.
Man. I fucking sue you. We own after. Fuck you. I'm gonna sue you.
I'll see you.
I fucking sue you guys.
We'll see you again. Oh God, no.
Oh Lord, speaking of which.
Oh my God.
I just wanted to say something real quick, you guys. That, I think Metallica gets a bad rap for all the shit that went down, but, I really think that Metallica is not to blame. James Hetfield, he's a good man. He surely never said anything racist or anything like that. And I just want to say he's one of the greatest men to ever live in the history of rock and roll.
Yeah,
Second only to myself.
Oh wow, okay.
Oh my God.
Strong words from you, Vince. I wonder if they've ever done like a back-to-back set at like the adult spa that Vince loves to play at.
I have to ask him about that next time.
One night only, Vince Neil.
Yeah, he's performed on this show.
Mr. Pippage.
Yeah, Vince Neil has performed.
I was a huge Motley Crue fan back years ago, but
oh yeah, what happened? Did you go see him live?
no, well I saw him on the internet actually, and Vince Neil couldn't catch his breath. It was so screwed up. It was horrible, man. he doesn't have any business trying to sing anymore. I mean, they'll let Tommy Lee do the shit, you know?
Oh, man. First time they was thinking maybe we should go back to the other guy.
John Crosby's on speed dial.
They're going to come back
imagine
for this
someone-
tour this year. They're going to get 3 shows in, and then fucking Sammy Hagar is going to be singing for them for the rest of the
Hell
tour.
yeah. Hey, you know, I
As
think I
long
can
as he gets
actually
to
dig
sing
that.
Cabo Wabo.
What did you
Listen,
say?
I
as
can
long
kind of
as-
dig that. I kind of dig Sammy Hagar.
Listen, Sammy Hagar's only demands are he has to sing I Can't Drive 55 and then something about Cabo Wabo. That's it. No Van Halen shit.
Well, when it comes to Van Halen, I was all David Lee Roth, but you know, I'll give Sammy Hagar his respect. You know, they had some good songs with him playing, or with him singing, but David Lee Roth was the party.
Oh, yeah. Well, David Lee Roth, all of his songs are about partying and having fun and all that other shit, like Might As Well Jump, shit like that. And then you get to Sammy Hagar, and it's all about being in love and shit like that, like Dreams and
Why Can't This Be Love?
yeah,
Love Walks In.
Why
Every
Can't
like
This
eighth
Be Love?
song had the word love.
yeah. So they go from doing all these party anthems to doing your typical rock and roll love songs and stuff, which I mean, I don't hate, but that's really the big difference between Hagar and David Lee.
Yep.
What about Michael Jackson? Are you a Michael Jackson fan?
Yeah.
Well, in 1990, on this day in 1990, he was voted the Artist of the Decade in the annual Soul Train Awards.
Wow.
You remember Soul Train?
Yeah, I remember that. They had a lot of black performers on there, and they still let Michael Jackson go on the show.
Oh, man.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
Soul Train, I remember being a kid, and I think Soul Train came on, what, Saturday?
Yeah, Saturday nights.
I remember that was back in the day when we only had 3 channels.
Yeah, it came on after Saturday Night Live. Yeah, Saturday Night Live, and then it was Soul Train.
It was either Soul Train or the news.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
was all you had.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. The repeat of the news on Channel 4.
Yeah.
Or you can stay on Channel 9 and catch Soul Train.
Or you could turn on Channel 12 and watch Sewing with Nancy. So not a lot of competition.
Yeah, for like 10 more minutes, and then it turned to they played the national anthem, and then it went off the air.
Oh yeah, they did go off early back then because that was before they started showing Are You Being Served and
Yes.
It was before 24 hours.
You know, all of those BBC shows though from back then, I really Are You Being Served was funny, but if you really want to just laugh your ass off, look up Faulty Towers.
Oh, Faulty Towers is funny.
That was hilarious, man. That was one of the funniest of all of them.
My favorite one that they showed on PBS back in those days was Allo Allo. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I still think that show stands up today. Like, I get a lot more of the jokes now that I'm a grown ass adult, but
Right.
than I did back then. But if you've never seen Allo Allo, I recommend at least one watch through before you die.
All right. I remember part of it, but I'll have to go back and try to find it again.
It used to be on Netflix, but I think now it's on like BritBox, which I'm going to tell you, BritBox is not worth it. I got it for a month to binge on some old Doctor Who, and then after that, I was done. I think I watched what was that other real good show they had besides Doctor Who on there? Takes place in like the Downton Abbey.
Oh yeah.
Or in the 19.
That's on Peacock. Which I just got Peacock right before the Super Bowl, so I could watch the freak Super Bowl. I had Peacock, but I got the free version, so you couldn't do a whole lot.
Yeah.
But once I got the like $9.99 a month for it, which not terrible. So why not? I mean, now I get all the WWE stuff. I can watch WWE live. Spring
You
gray.
pay $9.99 for Peacock? You should be paying like $5 for that shit. It's like
I
$4.99.
paid $9.99 and got the super package or whatever.
Oh,
I think it's what it was anyway. Maybe $4.99. I don't know. Anyway, whatever it is, I've got so many different streaming things. But then I started watching Yellowstone because everybody told me, man, you got to watch Yellowstone. You got to
everybody's
check it
told me
out.
that.
Yeah, it's pretty badass, man. It's pretty badass.
Bel Air is my favorite show on Peacock.
I've watched half of the first episode, but I just haven't had time to go back and get into it.
That's probably what I'm going to do when we wrap up the show tonight.
Nice.
I might do some of that as soon as I get home. Do some drinking, I know that.
Well, Chris, let's try to wrap up our On This Day in History because we're at 45 minutes now. We had a little technical difficulty at the beginning.
It's all right. Well, we got some more here, actually. Let's flash forward to 1995. With the release of Me Against the World, Tupac Shakur became the first male solo artist to have a #1 album on the Billboard chart while in prison. Fucking legendary.
Wait. It specifically says he's the first male solo artist to have a
#1 album on the Billboard chart while in prison.
Okay. So that tells me there's a female that had a #1 hit before this while she was in prison.
Maybe, or I don't know. Who knows?
Who do you think it would be? I'm not going to look it up because my computer's being a dick and it's being stupid slow tonight. But if you had to guess, who do you think it would be? I'm going to say Lita Ford.
Lita Ford.
No.
Good guess. Good guess.
It wouldn't be Joan Jett. No, it'll probably be somebody we never heard of.
I think Tupac's like the only person to pull it off.
Oh.
That's it. I kind of look up like female artists who had #1 who had an album on Billboard. And
Janis Joplin wouldn't have been. I wouldn't think Janis Joplin did any time.
I don't know because they sure did frown on weed back in her day.
That's very true.
And I have a feeling she smelled like weed constantly.
Yeah, I bet it's not the same stuff that the people smell like nowadays, though. This stuff nowadays smells like skunk.
That shit I got a hold of the last time does. I'll never buy that shit again. I'll let them upsell me when I go to the dispensary. It's where I fuck up. And they're like, yeah, we know you want this one, but like, have you tried this one's even more potent? And I'm like, okay, I'll try it because I'm thinking it'll take less. And then I can not come here again for a month and spend $75 on $25 worth of weed. But yeah, I'm not buying the kind I got last time again. It's stinky. Got my whole bathroom stinking constantly.
Well, I know nothing about any of it. I've smelled much of it in my time.
Bullshit.
I've smelled a bunch of it. Let me put it that way.
Yeah.
Did I tell you? Have I introduced you to this man? Have I told you this is one of my mentors in the wrestling business, Chris?
Maybe. From what I recall, maybe you have. I don't remember.
Well, this is him. This is Nathan Lee. If you've ever heard me talk about Nathan Lee when I was in the wrestling business, this is Nathan Lee. This is the guy I watched as a kid when I was sneaking into wrestling shows and all that other shit. And really helped me do a lot of shit.
Yep.
Get into it.
Gave you a couple beers one time. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then he retired right as I came in. I think the day after he retired, I came in. So they literally just gave me his old stable.
Yeah.
And then I was looking for a gimmick, and he'd left a golf club in the back. And so they tossed me his golf club and was like, fuck it, use this. So I was like, so Nathan Lee retires last week. This week I show up. Now I'm holding his gimmick. working his boy. Fuck it. So I cut this promo about how I was the new owner of Nathan Lee Enterprises, and
Oh wow, I didn't know you did that. That's awesome.
yeah, my first night in SGWA. I don't until I get made it to Booneville, nothing counts. Nothing counts before Booneville.
Yeah, of course.
Everything else was just learning. What is now EPW? Which I don't know why. Like EPW is like they've been 15 years. Bullshit. If you guys would count SGWA and MCWA as part of because it's the same fucking show. If you look at the
it's the same
storyline,
group. Yeah, it's the same guys.
I mean, even the storylines carried over.
Yep.
Because the story
and even the JWS. I mean, when it moved to Jumpertown, it's still the same group of people.
Yeah, like the storylines continued from where they left off last week in Booneville. When they moved back to Booneville, the storylines continued from where they left off last week in Jumpertown. And then when Edith bought it and changed it to EPW, so if you really look at their history, that motherfucker's been going since 2002. 2004, maybe.
Yeah, bro, 2000. I think 2002.
Because they've been going. It had to be 02 because it was 04 when I started when I debuted. So it was about.
Well, I remember at that time when it opened up, I was working for IWF, and Leslie and Mike forbid us. You will not go to work at this Booneville show. Anybody that goes to Booneville show will be termed. We're not letting you work there. So I started going to Corinth and working up there. Then Mike came to me, which stud. He comes to me and he says, "Hey man, I hear you've been going to Corinth and working." I said, "I have." He said, "Are they paying you?" I said, "They're paying me enough to make it okay." He said, "Are they making you do anything stupid?" I said, "No, I won't allow them to let me do anything stupid." I said, "I'm not going to do anything to ruin what we're doing on television."
I got you.
You know, and he says, "Well, that's good." Well, then I came down to Booneville, and I was kind of the first one of the IWF guys to do it. I came down to Booneville and I talked to Marty, and I said, "Hey man, I got a couple of guys that I manage up in Corinth. I'd like to bring them here to Booneville and manage them on your show. Would you have a problem with me being part of your show?" And at first he didn't want me to. He said, "Give me a week to think about it. I'll call you." Well, he called me on Friday night. I just happened to be sitting there by Mike, and he said, "Go ahead and go. Let's see how he does you, but don't miss a TV taping for IWF. You got it." And so then next thing I know, IWF's done shut down. We're all in Booneville, and that was that.
Well,
and everything was in Booneville ever since. Marty Cooksey really made that happen. I gotta say that. So.
Well, Chris Caputo, I should say. Should we just go ahead and get into our song of the day and move on with our show? Keep going.
Yeah, or I can rapid fire some more on this day if you want. I can just rapid fire, quick hit some stuff. Quickly.
Yeah, throw us some more. Throw us some rapid fire some on this day, and we'll shut up and listen.
Yeah, rapid fire, not the band.
Oh fuck no.
Fuck no. On this day in 2001, Peter Blake, who designed the classic Sgt. Pepper album cover, sued the group's record company for more money. He was only paid $340 for the famous figures, but was now quote-unquote cheesed off that the record label never offered to pay more money. And
I'd have been pissed too.
There you go. Yeah.
What's next?
In this day in 2006, U2 topped the Rolling Stone magazine's annual list of the year's biggest money earners from 2005. $54.2 million. Rolling Stones second with $92.5 million.
Band?
Yeah, Eagles third with $63.2 million. Paul McCartney in fourth with $56 million, and Elton John in fifth with $49 million.
I mean, I get all those, but not U2.
Well, I mean, they were pretty big in 05.
They were big. That don't make them good.
That was the big, like, that was like the 360 tour they had. I think was around that time. It was in the mid 2000s.
Then whenever they played the Super Bowl around that time.
Oh yeah, a few years before that. It was 02, I think. Yeah, because I remember it was like right after like 9/11.
All right, what's next?
Hang on, I had one here somewhere. Where the fuck is it? Here we go. I think the one to end all this, because this is pretty funny actually. I think Bon Jovi's album "This House Is Not for Sale" suffered the humiliation of setting a new record for the biggest one-week drop in the 6-decade history of the Billboard 200 charts. This happened 4 years ago, 2018. So after returning to the top spot following a ticket sales promotion, the album fell from the top spot to number 169. Nice.
Damn.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Fuck you, Bon Jovi.
That is a hell of a drop. That album sucked anyway.
I was gonna say Bon Jovi hasn't made a good album since like '94. Let's be real.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, like he's had like a few hits here and there off like his like albums from like the 2000s and that whatever, but hasn't made a really good consistent since that album with Always. Like,
the last good Bon Jovi song was "It's My Life."
Yeah, I was gonna say that was like 2000, early 2000s.
That's 2001.
2001. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, "Have a Nice Day" was all right, but that was like
oh yeah,
song from
yeah. I forgot about that. That one
Yeah.
was good. "Have a Nice Day" was good.
Have a nice day.
All right, you ready to listen?
Was "Midnight in Chelsea." That's been a long time ago.
What'd you say? I didn't catch you.
"Midnight in Chelsea." It was in a movie, a vampire movie. I don't remember exactly which one. Good song if you ever get a chance to look it up. It's pretty neat.
All right, well there we go. On this day in history, so now we're all caught up. Chris, you want to stick around and listen to a song with us?
Hell yeah, why not?
All right, well let's do it.
Let's talk about some music.
All right. Okay.
All right.
Different start for an Izzy track.
Well, off to a good start.
Oh, okay. That's hot.
When I get high on speed. Snafu. We're already a fourth of a way through this song, by the way.
Oh yeah, when it's like this fast, you know it's a pretty short Izzy song. It's gonna be like 2.5 minutes.
No, it's just 2. It's 2 minutes and 2 seconds.
God damn.
So it's about a minute and a half when we hit that last guitar note that's gonna drag out for like 30 seconds.
Maybe he's gonna have a long ass extended drum solo. This is like Izzy's version of Attitude. Snafu.
Well, he's sure going hard. I'm not hating it though.
Yeah, it sounds pretty good.
Yeah. I'm gonna hit play. Fuck you.
Attitude.
Big boobs.
Big.
I guess now's as good a time as any to read some lyrics. I mean, we're halfway through the song of the day, so
I got the lyrics pulled up here. Right here. Snafu, 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 snafu. Situation normal. It's all fucked up. Which actually, I did like research on what the hell snafu meant. It's actually the acronym. Situation normal. It's all fucked up. So it's kind of like a. Oh fuck! Whatever the word is, it's like polar opposites. There we go.
Like FUBAR.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Situation
is that
normal.
All
it's all
says?
Fucked up. Yeah. It's more snafu. And then there's a part that says, had a little pain taking cocaine, looking funny, trying to find yourself another vein. And then that line again, and it goes snafu. So it's very simple in the lyrics, but like for a fast-paced song like this, I don't think you need much lyrics.
Right. All right.
It is better than "Go Get the Ball, Y'all." So
Yeah, I'll give it that. At least it's not the same shit over and over again like it is with it. Well, I mean, it kind of is, but we'll see where he goes with it.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm digging it.
Solo.
I don't hate this at all.
It's a pretty good song. It's not too bad.
Oh, called it.
And that's it. I mean, that was pretty cool. Again, like just like the last week's song we covered, where like that solo leads right into the outro. Yeah, I dig that.
Well,
When done right, it's good.
Well, let's do our closing thoughts on the song. Wooly, you want to go? You want to say something about this song?
I'm not a huge fan, but not terrible. I'll say that.
What would you rate this song on a scale of 1 to 5?
For me, it's a 2.
A 2?
2 for me.
A 2
Guitar licks at a 5.
Okay.
From the rest.
All right. Who's going next? Me or you, Chris?
It's up to you, man. I'm good with whatever.
I'm gonna have to fight you over this.
Don't worry, I'll go next. This is it's like it's like many of the other like very fast paced sort of like punk rock kind of Izzy songs that we reviewed on this show. There's been plenty for sure, but this is a pretty good one, honestly, because he comes in, he's out, he's in and out within 2 minutes, gets shit in basically. I love the little opening solo to start this one off, then the solo again to lead right into the outro and to end the song. It was really well done, I think. For me, would this be a song I listen to a lot? Yeah, maybe here and there. If I need something quick like that, it's like 2 minutes the song. So for me, I would probably say out of 5. You know what? Fuck it. 3.5 out of 5. I'm gonna go with this one.
Okay. Well, my thoughts on the song is it's not really. There ain't no point in fucking with the radio and trying to change the station when this comes on your shuffle. So you might as well listen to it. For that reason, I guess if it were on my playlist, it would it'd get played all the way through every time. There wouldn't be no fucking point in changing it. It's like a Misfits song. Like they're a minute and a half and it's over. So fuck it.
It was very reminiscent of that style. Like it did remind me of like Attitude. This is the Izzy's version of Attitude, basically.
Oh yeah, and I don't think we done another song that had this punk rock feel to it by Izzy.
Maybe a couple other ones, but I think they're like 2.5 minutes, but a little slower. I think we have done a couple. There's like so much Izzy. Who knows anymore at all? It's all starting to bleed together.
Yeah. For me, I think my final score for this one, I'm gonna be nice because I did like Wooly said, I did like the music and the guitar playing, so I'm gonna give it a 2.5.
All right, I'm like most generous one here.
Smack in the middle.
Yeah.
Well, there you go, folks. I didn't take near as long as I thought it would. I didn't realize we was literally playing a 2-minute song of our song of the day. So, I mean, we're about to wrap up the show though. But before we do, you want to see, you want to spin the wheel and see what song we're coming up with? We're going to be listening to next week.
Hell yeah, man! Let's spin that wheel. Let's see what's cooking for episode 152 next Monday.
All right.
Translucent by Loaded.
Oh yeah, fucking loaded.
Bullshit.
Translucent. What the fuck is this gonna be about? Like how he saw like the ghost of some like whore or something. I did a Bloody Mary.
About a fucking invisible bitch. What's the matter with you? Yeah, every time we get an Izzy song,
This is bullshit.
or a Duff song.
Yeah, no, Izzy. That was Izzy at first. Now it's like it's usually like 3-star territory for Izzy. So
Yeah, Izzy's been doing us real good lately, so I can't bitch
I
about
think
Izzy.
for the last year or so, I'd say.
Oh man, I think one thing I'll take away from this podcast is I fucking hate Loaded.
Yeah, Duff solo stuff is not that good.
Fucking terrible.
Oh gosh.
But
it's still
I
better than
don't know.
Axel's solo shit.
Oh god, that rapid fire bullshit. Oh my god. Anyway, next week we're going to be checking out Translucent by Duff McKagan's solo band Loaded, and be sure to come back on Saturday for an all new edition of Shotcast Saturday. Pew pew. And don't forget to come back each and every Monday. Head over to our website at gunsandradio.com where you can find links to all of our good shit. And also, one more time, don't forget tomorrow to download the Old 77 podcast where yours truly will be a guest, hanging with these dudes, drinking beer, talking about, I don't even know what the fuck we're going to talk about. There ain't no telling. But either way, check out their show, and we hope you enjoy it. And yeah, but Willie, thank you for coming on and playing with us tonight. I had a good time catching up with you. Yeah,
Thanks
brother.
for having me.
And that's going to do it for this week's edition of the Guns and Radio podcast. So until next time, I'm Dustin Bonez.
I'm Chris Caputo. Saturday for some more podcast Saturday, but come back Monday for some more Guns and Radio goodness. Until then, stay safe and peace out.